Crescent Vorpal!
The world of Isekai is huge. You've got your transferred Isekai, reincarnated Isekai, summoned Isekai, reverse Isekai, Otome Isekai, and nowadays, even food Isekai has become its own thing with anime like Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill and Different World Hospitality. There are a lot of bizarre worlds, a lot of big and weird titles, and definitely a lot of picks to choose from. So, on this fine day, let's explore some lesser-known picks of the Isekai genre. Number 8, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in Another World.
Face of fire and earth, Oni Flame!
The reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in Another World takes us on a wild ride with the story of Haru Yoshikuga, a genius exorcist who gets a double dose of betrayal by his own comrades, no less. However, our main man's story doesn't end there, as he pulls a last-minute escape through a secret weapon, a reincarnation spell. Yay! But wait, it only gets more complicated from there, because while our hero is able to successfully cheat death, he ends up getting his another shot at life in a whole new world.
I'll start over. One more round. Only I won't fail this time. Not in my next life.
Now, in this new strange world that has a whole different type of magic and sorcery going on, our MC is reborn as an illegitimate son of a noble family called Seika Lamperouge, and his new family not only hates his guts, but also criticizes his magical deficiencies. But still, everything's not as bad as you would think, because our main man Seika might not have their type of magic skills, but he does have his memories as well as his OP exorcism abilities from his past life. And he has all the determination needed to use these things to make his new life far brighter than his previous one. The main attraction of the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in Another World is its MC himself. He is praised for being different from the rest of the lot, and his struggles are relatable and inspiring to watch. The series is also great when it comes to its hype action sequences, and has a decent amount of family dramedy in place that makes it entertaining as well. So, giving this one a 3-episode trial can lead you to a binge watch session, and who knows, you might even feel like you've witnessed something fresh in the Isekai genre. Number 7, a returner's magic should be special.
But how?
Imagine this, you made a huge mistake, you messed up, big time, you feel awful, like staying under the covers forever. You keep thinking about it, wishing you could go back in time to change things. In fact, you think so hard about changing things that you fall asleep, and when you wake up, everything feels a little off. Everything feels different. Then it hits you. You're actually back in time, before your big mistake, and this is your chance to do it all differently, to fix what you messed up. No more hiding under the covers, it's time to make things right. Well, that's what essentially happens with our main man, Desir, in a returner's magic should be special.
That's me. But how? What is going on here?
Just when the world is about to end, he is the last man standing. He gets sent back 13 years in time to his early days of studying magic and doing silly-nilly teenager things. Armed with the knowledge of the future's apocalypse, our main man here sets out to change the fate of the world. However, it's not going to be that simple for him. You see, there are always consequences when someone messes with the original timeline. If you've seen Flashpoint, you know what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, this dude doesn't care. He wants to save the world, and he won't rest until he gets to do just that. You should definitely give a Returner's Magic Should Be Special a try if you're into time travel stuff and second chance stories. However, it also has some harem-type weird elements, so if you find that cheesy, better stay away from this one. Number 6, Farming Life in Another World.
They're pretty hard to harvest, and they look kinda small. But they're definitely tomatoes.
Farming Life in Another World is very different from your typical Isekai anime. It's the kind of anime that can literally erase all your anxiety and transfer you into your inner nirvana. In fact, this anime is so chill that it may make you consider farming as a full-time career option. The anime follows Hiraku Machio, a 39-year-old office worker who dies because of some unknown long-time illness. However, God takes pity on him and offers him another chance at life. Seizing this opportunity, our main man asks God to transfer him into a world where he can live a simple life as a farmer. God not only agrees to that, but also gives him the ultimate farming tool to make sure he has a good time, and that he absolutely does.
Okay then, I'll start from this side. Here we go! What the?
If you wish to switch off your brain and just have a good time, this Isekai anime might just be the best pick for you. And who knows, it might also teach you a thing or two about farming. Number 5. Shangri-La Frontier. Shangri-La Frontier is all about a gamer called Rakuro, who, believe it or not, gets his kicks from playing the absolute worst video games he can find. But it's going great for him because he can clear all these buggy games in his sleep. However, bored from all of it, one day he decides to switch things up by getting into a highly rated popular VR game called Shangri-La Frontier. And just like that, his days of easily clearing games are over. Shangri-La Frontier is not only hilarious, but is also incredibly easy to binge watch. If you're looking for a lighthearted and action-packed anime with a strong video game connection, this one might be a great pick for you. If not anything, you'll definitely love the way it plays on video game tropes and mechanics. Number 4. Cinderella Chef. Cinderella Chef follows Yi Jia Yao, a modern-day culinary whiz who dies while tasting her own cooking, and gets whisked back in time to ancient China. She then wakes up in the body of a deceased princess on her wedding day, only to be kidnapped by some goons. Pretty heavy day for our girl, I must say. Lucky though, she soon meets the man whom she's been abducted for, Jia Chun Yu, and kind of changes her mind about the whole bride kidnapping thing. Why? Well, because look at him, he's handsome as F. Cinderella Chef is another one of those anime that you can binge on a relaxed weekend. Its amazing animation shines best when it shows our main girl cooking. It's so good that it can put the best ASMR cooking videos on YouTube to shame. To add more, the slow burning and adorable enemies to lovers romance between our girl and her soon-to-be boy, Jia Chun Yu, won't fail to put a smile on your face in every episode. So if you're looking for a relaxing escape filled with delicious food, charming characters, and a touch of historical adventure, then Cinderella Chef is the perfect anime for you. Number 3. Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout.
Tachibana!
Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout is a hilarious fantasy anime that's also known as Fabuniku. Why am I telling you that? Well, it's because I would rather call it Fabuniku instead of calling it Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Fabuniku follows Hinata Tachibana, a 32-year-old dude who is the epitome of average. Looks, bland, skills, meh, brains, middle of the road, strength, unremarkable. It's as if he's mastered the art of blending into the background. But you know who's at the center stage while our guy suffers as a backstage prop? His very own best friend Jinguji.
You should cherish yourself more!
What are you talking about?
Jinguji is great at everything. He's good looking, he's athletic, he's intelligent. The guy just naturally draws attention wherever he goes. The problem with Jinguji, however, is that he hasn't found a single woman who has drawn his attention. But all that changes when Hinata gets reborn as a total babe after they get summoned to another world. Yikes. But will they actually fall for each other, or will they find a way to put Hinata back in his own dude body? To know the answer, you'll have to watch the anime yourself. Number 2, My Next Life as a Villainess. All roads lead to doom. My Next Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom, follows Katarina Klaus, who hits her head pretty bad one day, only to see her past life flash in front of her eyes. As she goes through those memories, she comes face to face with a shocking truth. You see, she's not living in reality anymore. Instead, she's been sucked into her favorite otome game, Fortune Lover. But here's the kicker, She's not the adorable heroine destined for romance. Nope, our girl is stuck as the villainess, doomed for disaster in every single ending.
That's amazing!
When I pour magic into a dirt doll, I can make it move however I want it to.
My Next Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom, is a lighthearted anime best suited for those who are looking for a fun twist on the isekai genre. It has a great MC, who is particularly popular for her kindness, determination, and utter obliviousness. There are also a lot of comedic elements blended with a lot of, and I mean a lot of wholesomeness. Though it needs to be mentioned that some of you might find the second season a tad repetitive, but regardless of that, the first season is definitely a gem if you're seeking a fresh and unique isekai adventure, so you should absolutely make plans to binge it ASAP. Number 1, Grimgar. Grimgar follows our main man Haruhiro, who wakes up in a new and dangerous world with hazy memories of his past life. Probably the only good thing about this situation is that he isn't alone in this crazy adventure. But wait, there's more to this chaos. Apparently, this new world gives the strong ones a chance to survive, even to thrive. They just have to join the prestigious reserve army to fight for some coin that will eventually buy them a shot at a new life. But is our main dude strong? Nope. But don't give up too soon, because he has a plan to survive. He's gonna band together with a group of other not-so-strong people to make sure he gets out of this crazy world alive.
This battle hasn't been going on for long, but we're already getting tired. Shouldn't we be doing better than this?
Grimgar is not your typical isekai anime. Instead of facing off against giant monsters with OP skills or saving some kind of great-looking princess, it's a dark fantasy that focuses more on the emotional struggle and the everyday challenges that its characters face to survive in their new world. It's also much more realistic and relatable as it focuses more on the struggle of ordinary people in a fantasy world. All in all, if you're looking for a more grounded take on the fantasy world, Grimgar might be worth checking out. If not anything, it's definitely worth a 3-episode trial.